Hey guys, so today we're looking at the G&G GR4 G26. Gee, that is a lot of G's. Heavily inspired by the Magpul MOE style M4 furniture, the GR4 G26 is an almost futuristic looking gun made by G&G Armament. The receiver is made of a very high quality nylon fibre and houses G&G's standard 8mm version 2 gearbox, complete with the infamous pneumatic blowback system. For those of you that are new to Airsoft, what that basically means is that this bolt here will cycle back and forth like a real gun when I pull the trigger. More on that later. So the body is very solid and not at all flimsy. Doesn't have much wobble like some rifles do. It also comes with an RIS rail, so you can attach scopes and red dots and attachments like that on the top if you want to. And that rail goes all the way across the top of the gun, across the handguard, which is again plastic, but still very solid and very comfortable. It has two sling mount attach points, one on either side, and then also integrated into the rail is a flip up non-adjustable front sight. And I think that is a very nifty feature. But that's not it when it comes to nifty little features with this gun. Because this is the advanced model, for £20 more you get two extra little features. You get an inbuilt laser that protrudes out the front of the handguard, and then you also get a flip out LED which comes out the bottom of the handguard. Yeah, again, more on those in a bit. Along with this custom handguard, you also get a custom G&G plastic flash hider, which has some really aggressive lines, some really sharp edges. And you know what? Compared to the standard flash hider, I think it's really freaking cool. Moving towards the back of the gun, we have an adjustable flip down, flip up rear sight, which you can take off if you choose to, as well as a functioning charging handle, which releases the dust cover and reveals the hop up, which you can find just in here, as well as a single point sling mount. The grip on this gun is actually incredibly comfortable because of its shape and because it's texturized, and the selector switch is actually very crisp and very solid, meaning that you can tell exactly when you've switched between semi-auto, auto, and safe. Moving yet again further back to the stock of this gun, it's actually one of my favorite parts. You see, it's the standard 5-position retractable stock, meaning you can adjust it to your comfort. But once you've found that, has a really solid locking lever to make sure that that doesn't go anywhere. It also has a really comfortable rubber cheek rest, which might cause a problem though if you're running a half face mask. You're just not going to be able to get low enough to look down that sight. On top of this cheek rest, G&G decided to throw in one more nifty little feature, which is if you press a button and pull down, it reveals a little compartment that you can house some extra batteries, maybe LR44s for your aim point scope, or some AA's, whatever you need. You can just go in here, and then that snaps right back. Moving on to the magazine that comes with this gun, we have a 300 round high capacity magazine, where the BBs get loaded into this trapdoor on the top. You wind the wheel, and that cycles the BBs round into the loading chamber, ready to fire. The magazine itself is quite unique and designed specifically for this gun. And although it's quite different in the way it looks, it's got some finger molds which make it really easy to grip, but it can also be used as almost like a foregrip. So those are the basic features of the gun, and like every gun, there are some pros and cons, of course. The pros being it shoots quite well, it's quite reliable, it's got a decent rate of fire and decent power to it. The cons, very much small things, but things that really annoy me anyway. First, let's go back to the pneumatic blowback system. I mean, is there a point, really? It kind of cycles a tiny portion, it adds no recoil. I don't really think it's worth it, if I'm honest with you. So as well as the blowback system being a bit redundant, so is this laser and so is this LED torch. For 20 quid more, like, I'm just going to take them out. I don't think they're worth it. This laser at the front is a little bit temperamental. Once I start shooting, it goes off, and that's because the handguard is too far back. But then it's handguard's on properly. Pointless. This LED, actually, I won't be able to show you, but it catches the whole front end in the actual torch. So you end up with like half shadow. You get the bottom half of the light, which isn't very bright at all, and then you get the flash hider getting in the way. Not really worth it at all. And on top of that, it makes mounting a battery really difficult in this. I've already sliced 2 of my LiPo's wires by trying to mount it in here, and it just got caught. There's not enough room because of those 2 features. So would I recommend the gun? Definitely. If you're getting into the sport especially, and you want something that's not going to break the bank, but also is, more reliable than the Chinese JG stuff, definitely go with this. I think it's a very reliable gun. It's very comfortable. It's kind of cool. I really like the way it looks. But go for the standard version. Don't bother going with the advanced version. It's just not worth it. So there we go. There's the review on the G&G GR4 G26. Don't forget to check out my other airsoft videos, my other videos in general. Hit the like button for me. And until next time, take it easy.